Well, another thing, speaking of posting it on Facebook or social media, another thing we saw over the weekend, and this is a result of all of the critical race theory and all of this Marxist programming that's been pushed out through the media about hating each other. I don't know if you saw this, but there's a very interesting video that was posted. Thankfully, this deputy had his own personal body cam. Can you believe that? Body cams are not issued by his sheriff's department in L.A., the L.A. Sheriff's Department. They do not issue body cams, but this deputy, very wise, got his own body cams, had it for years, and wears it so that he has documentation. And this is so wise because, of course, what happened after the fact is a complaint got called in against him, but he pulled over a lady for talking on her cell phone. And as he walks up to the car, and you got to listen to this video because it's a black woman in the car. Now, that wasn't much talked about. Her name, we now know it, is Kalunda Ray Iwamizu. And I guess that might be an assumed name because she's also known as Kalunda Jenkins. But Kalunda Ray Iwamizu appears to be her professional name. And she was actually, at one point a few years ago, an associate professor, amazingly enough, or excuse me, an adjunct instructor, that's a better term for it, at one of the public universities in California, making almost $100,000 when you count in benefits. And this is what she had to say to a Latino sheriff's deputy in Los Angeles as he walked up to her car after pulling her over for using her cell phone. Listen closely.
I was going at 38.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Good morning.
And the speed limit is 40, and I was going 38. So why are you harassing me?
You are correct. I pulled you over because
you're a murderer.
Because
yes, I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
I wasn't on my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell phone while you're recording.
I can record you.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
What's your apartment?
It's at my home. I'm just taking my son to his.
Do you have your driver's license?
I mistakenly left it at home.
Do you have a picture of your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
May I have it?
And can you call your supervisor, please?
I already did. He's on his way.
Good, because you're a murderer.
Okay.
So disrespectful.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment. Yeah. I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have that picture?
You scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well,
crazy.
That's not just a feeling. You're a murderer.
Okay. Can you zoom in on that for me,
Sure.
Jen?
The best part's at the end here. Best part's yet to come.
Legal, and I'm a teacher. So there.
Congratulations.
Murderer. You're a murderer.
What's your last name? I can't see that there.
Well,
if
here you
stop,
go,
Stop
murderer.
shaking. Zoom in on that for me,
No, because
ma'am.
you're scaring me.
Oh,
You're threatening to kill me and my son. Can you give me
okay.
the
Well,
iPad,
I'll tell you what. You keep smiling.
yeah,
You're on camera.
You're trying to threaten to kill me.
I
I'm not
didn't say that.
smiling. You're the one who's crazy.
Hold that still. I can't see that. Is this your car?
Yes, it is. And you're trying to say I stole my own car because you're jealous?
What?
Is that what
I don't
that's
think
about?
so. You wait for me right here, okay?
You're jealous?
Citation. All you need to do is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
Here you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right there.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso?
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you
want
go,
to be
dear.
white.
Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
Wow.
The worst part is she did that in front of her son.
She had her young son who has apparently autism spectrum disorder. She posts that all over social media. But how rude. This woman, there's pictures of her with other teachers. And
she's a teacher as well.
She was
She's
a
an
teacher.
educator.
I don't know if she's still a teacher. It's unclear what her exact employment status is. But she posts on social media under the name Callie Cross. And on Twitter in July of 2020, she says, not only do I expect all 40 acres that my family was promised, I fully expect that mule as well. So she's talking about the old 40 acres and a mule that were given to the sharecroppers, I guess after slavery.
That is a bad person.
Isn't that terrible?
Very. When I first heard that, my blood I could feel my skin getting red.
Yeah. Well, because you have experience of being law enforcement.
I've been right there. I could not imagine being part of that.
Where does all that venom come from? I mean, what a venomous, mean person.
You're a murderer. You're trying to murder me.
calling him a murderer.
L.A. sheriff said how proud he was of his guys for keeping cool.
Oh, just terrible.
Well, now somehow,
We're
do you hear
keeping cool
this?
in
Can you
here.
hear this on the air? What is going on here? How do I stop this? Somehow,
This is what happened.
my
Your iPad was like,
I unplugged it.
I'll listen to your iPad was saying, I can't listen to that woman anymore. I'm going to blast music
Let's
instead.
have some CCR. Oh boy, interesting iPad. Nice move. You haven't pulled that one on me before. Nice move. All right. Well, we want to talk some. Just wanted to share that with you folks. The racism. This is all coming from this critical race theory that they're just pushing out and they're programming people with. She's posted on her social media about going to those conferences, going to those events. This is the end result of it. Breaking people down by their skin color or by their heritage, by their race, and getting them to hate each other. Divide and conquer. And this is what we see. A black person talking to a Mexican, calling them terrible things, murderer and other things, and saying that Mexican person just wants to be white. I mean, it's terrible. But that's unfortunately what's being created in this country. And we're seeing it play out day after day, and I think it's going to get worse. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.